What it do, YouTube? It's your boy Ice Water back again with another G.I. Joe review for you today. And in this video, we're going to be focusing on most of the Flints made over the years, starting with the 25th anniversary on up to now. And as you can see, had a lot of different scopes here. Got your 25th, which I ain't gonna lie, even with the articulation and the first construction, I mean, that's the original color wave. That's still, it's one of my favorites. But as you can see, as the years progressed and the manufacturers got with the times, they started really, up in the molds. Like, this is the Resolute Flint. Nice head sculpt on that. Love that head sculpt. Then you got the Retaliation Flint. And what's tripping me out is that this Retaliation Flint and Eco Warriors Flint damn near got the same head sculpt. And that's supposed to be an actor. A particular actor. But it looks like they just kind of gave him a little darker shade of coloring. And didn't give this Retaliation Flint a beret, which I don't understand that at all. Kind of pissed me off. In order to get the beret, you had to get the first version of Flint, which I could care less about. Then you got your Eco Warriors, and then you got the 50th anniversary Flint. Now, what I want to do is I kind of want to give these a grade. Well, it's going to be my grade. They are pretty good renditions of your boy Flint, the warrant officer. But as far as the modes go, my favorite mode is probably going to have to, and I know it sounds redundant, it's probably going to have to go to the 50th version. Just the construction of it is just superb. With these newer figs, they give you, more accessories and more places to holster them. Like in particular, you got your knife down there, holster for that. Even over here, they got his holster for his pistol. That's removable. They even got the detail in the canteens on his waist with his web gear, shells and shit. Still got him a nice shotty. And just great detail on that head sculpt. That got a lot to do with the Boss Fight Studios. That head sculpt is what's up. Eco Warriors Flint, same deal, newer head sculpt. Well, it looks like I say that they used that head sculpt from Retaliation, but it's all good. The beret is removable, so I mean, I can always swap that out with that Retaliation Flint, because shit, if I just put this Eco mask on him, that'll suffice for him. But for the purposes of this video, I just wanted y'all to see all the Flints that I had in their berets. And this particular Flint, I like this Eco Warriors Flint. It's pretty basic. These legs, they use these legs on the Heat Viper. I'll do a review on that and to show y'all they kind of use the same legs as far as the body work. He's reused. He doesn't have any new body work on this particular Flint. They just gave him, they basically reused everything on him. But it's in that Eco Warrior colorway, and I was a big fan of the Eco Warrior, so I had to get this one. And you got your Retaliation Joe with the crappy ass battle stand. We'll get into that later. But I like this. This scope he got. I mean, his vest. He really doesn't look like a traditional Flint figure. That's one thing about Retaliation. They kind of went out of the norm on what characters are supposed to look like. But I mean, they did a decent job. He's still a great figure. Great articulation on him. Nice head sculpt. It's just the fact that it's supposed to look like I forget his name. Whoever played in Retaliation, it's supposed to look like him, and it kind of do, but really not. Cause like I say, they use that same sculpt on the damn Eco Warrior Flint, and it doesn't look nothing like him. He just shades darker on Retaliation, but you know, like they still, you know, these newer models stay true. You got your removable knife. He didn't have any more weapons on him, but he had a bunch of weapons that came with him. I just got him with his 2 semi-automatic guns. Now the Resolute Flint, I like his body work a lot. I just like that scope. When they did that Resolute line, which I'll be having a video shortly, I just like the whole mode that they put the Joes and Cobras in, for that matter. Just that whole design was lovely to me. That's why I wish they'd have made more figures from that cartoon. Even though it was just one movie, I wish they'd have had like a series and just came out with a bunch of like new figures. That shit would have been great. The only thing about these particular figs, back then, they had everything molded to their body. I mean, nothing's really removable. No holster for his pistol. You know, not a removable ray. Shit like that. But this is clearly one of my favorite Flints. And you got your 25th line. Original colorway with basic design, basic articulation. But it still worked. You know, when we first seen these, I mean, in 2007, we were just in awe because they look so much better than the vintage figures. I mean, and I love my vintage figures, but I have no vintage Joes in my collection at all. And that's because I got rid of most of them when I got older and got back into collecting, you know, after 2007 when they came out with the 25th anniversary. And just wanted to get my whole, you know, get my whole Joe verse back. And I mean, I couldn't believe how they made these at that time, but they just gets better with time. You know, you had certain figures in the 25th line that had places to store their weapons, but they didn't. You know, a lot of them didn't come with that feature. But like you could see, this particular Flint doesn't even have the canteens on this belt. You know, they just up the detail. You know, I could have got the original color wave in the 50th anniversary, but I didn't feel like fucking with all that San Diego Comic-Con shit, and now they selling that shit at outrageous prices, so I just said holler at that shit. Then you got the basic Cobra Trooper mode with the Flint head. Only other Flint I'm really missing from my collection out of the modern era, I know they had a Flint that they had that Tiger Force Flint. I didn't pick him up, but it's basically the same mode as the original right here. Just look, you know, got the Tiger Force colors going on. I'm trying to think. I don't think there was any more Flints that was made that I can call off the top. But yeah, I mean, let's say he's up there with one of my favorite Joes, and I mean, I can never have enough Flints, man. I like to have them in my collection. If anybody can remember any other Flints besides that Tiger Force, let me know. And see if I might want to grab them, because I can't remember any more Flints. But you know, one thing I wanted to let y'all know, like, the paint apps on all of these figures were great, ranging from the 25th to the 50th. You know, wasn't a lot of slop going on. Everything was pretty much on point with the coloring and the detail. But I want y'all to check this shit out, and this is what bothers me. You get to the point where you got all this nice articulation, all this nice construction, but you get lazy. You get lazy on the paint job. Let me see. I don't think this. Yeah, it's kind of on this. I don't know if y'all can see that. If y'all can really tell that damn green is coming through that. They didn't paint that yellow glove decent. That green, this damn fucking bright ass light. Y'all really can't tell, but the paint is great. The coloring looks great. You know, like a big ass Sprite bottle. But what I'm saying is, they didn't paint this damn glove good. You can see traces of green all throughout this glove. It's just like they got lazy with the finishing paint. You know, the finishing coat. They got really lazy on that. They just like slopped it together to try to hurry up and get them out. And I don't know why they rushing. Where they gotta go. Hasbro be tripping me out sometimes. They come out with good shit and then they fucking, you know, like a cow to give good milk, turn around and piss in it. It just doesn't even make sense. You know, it makes no fucking sense whatsoever. I just don't get it. But you should be able to really tell on this fucking 50th. Look at that fucking, man, this shit here. It's not doing me right on the focus. Damn. Hold on, y'all. Gotta get back in. Gotta get back in line. Alright. Now look at that. Look at that hand. Look how sloppy that is. You can see the fucking paint going through his gloves. I mean, that's just a terrible job. And like I say, this is, as far as construction is concerned, it's the overall look. This is like my favorite Flint. But I give him I would give him an A+ if it weren't for that fucking sloppy ass paint job. Look at the arm. I mean, they could have did that paint better than that. I mean, it's just like with the 50th anniversary Leatherneck. I mean, his hair is kind of got it spotty. They kind of slop the gloves on there, you know. And it's not that big of a deal, but then again, it is, because it don't take much to paint a glove. Just do your job, you know. But I would give this Flint an A. I would give this EcoForce Flint a B+, for the simple fact he's basically reused parts. But I still like him. I give the Retaliation Flint a B for the simple fact that it's Flint, but they didn't stick to his you know, natural deco. I just give him a straight B. I mean, articulation is great, paint apps wonderful, but you know, I mean, it's supposed to look like the cat, and it didn't even come with his fucking beret. That pissed me off. Resolute, I give him an A. He's probably the most complete Flint since they've been making them, you know, with everything, even with the paint apps. The only thing minus him is the articulation ain't as good as the 50 is, as far as his hand movements and things like that, and you know, the molded weapons and everything on his body. So I give him an A-. I give him an A-. Yeah. Cause if he had all that other shit, he'd be A+. And I give the 25th versions of Flint solid B+. But this is the only one I would give an A, and like I say, he would get an A+ if his paint apps were better. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. You know, like, subscribe, and appreciate you stopping by. I'll be having some more videos up here shortly. But yeah, y'all, take it easy, YouTube. I'll be back later. Peace out.